are you? That's the big question we're gonna try to answer over the next 3 videos. It's also one of the main driving questions of the book, because as you pray, Lord, free me from me, it's not that you're gonna stop being you. It's actually that you're just going to start becoming who you really are. And that brings up an interesting question. Yeah, but who are you? Seriously, how would you answer that question if I asked you right now? You may tell me your name, but that's just a title that your parents gave you so that we can address you. Or you may start telling me what you do, but that's just what you do. It's not who you are. And so from there, you may start telling me about a passion project or a calling, and that's getting closer, but it's still not answering the question, who are you? It's a tricky question to answer, and every worldview at some level attempts to give an answer. But out of all the worldviews out there, I believe the Bible gives the most compelling response in Genesis 1, verse 27, where it says, "So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them." Who are you? You're a human being created in the image of God. Okay, but now what does that mean? The book will answer that question in a much more robust way, but for now, let's begin the conversation by talking about who you aren't. As a human being made in the image of God, that means you aren't dust. And it also means you aren't divine. At one point, Adam was just a pile of dust, but he didn't stay that way. Genesis 2 tells us God breathed life into him, and he became a living being. We are not dust. But then in the very next chapter, the serpent whispered a lie. You can be like God. And ever since, I'd argue we've been making the same mistake, falling for the trap that we are divine. Those are the 2 mistakes we make that keep us from realizing just how beautiful it is to be an image bearer. We end up thinking we're divine, or we fall into the trap of believing that we're just dust. Well, a massive part of the free me from me journey is realizing that when you're falling into either lie, you make either mistake, you'll end up back in the mimes, because you'll end up performing or comparing or avoiding or controlling. You aren't dust, you aren't divine. You are something different, a human made in the image of God. And when you start to get that, you'll begin to see the way out of the mimes. So in the next 2 videos, we'll break each one down one at a time, starting with the lie the serpent got us with all those years ago. You can be like God.